Hello! I'm just got my order. It's very exciting. I am waiting till I can see it on my iPad so that I know I'm in shot, because I don't really want to be talking to myself. Although I do talk to myself an awful lot, really. I find that then I've got a captive audience because I can't go anywhere. I appear to be there. Let me see it properly. Yep, I can see I am on. I am not straight. I look straight in my camera, but not on screen. I've just adjusted. Let me see if that's better. Do I need to adjust some more? I think that's about right. Yeah. I do struggle with getting straight. I hope nobody's OCD that watches me, because it would annoy you, wouldn't it? But I don't know, my camera tells lies. Okay, so here we are. Jez here, and here's my box. So, let's put it up the other way. Oh, there's my address. Let me get a quick post-it, because I don't really want you all running to my house. There we go. Although some of you be welcome. Okay, so let's get some scissors and get this bad boy open. Okay, so excited. I wish I'd ordered me washi tape that looks like this. Next time. This won't be my last order. So I didn't order very much because I got quite a bit in my pre-order. So I'm going to show you what's in this box, and then what's in what I got as well previously, because I've got other things in my pre-order and I've not shown. So we've got all these lovely bits. Take that out, scrutinise that later. So I've got paper. This is what I'm really excited about. So let's just get all this out. And this is what I'm really excited about. We got on stage. We got this stamp set, the Daisy Lane, and when we all saw this, we went, oh, there must be a new punch coming out, one that matches that. And it is, and it wasn't available on the pre-order, sadly, and now I've got it, and it will go with the big one. How cool's that? Should we have a go? Let's get some cardstock. Got some retired cardstock, that'll do me. So we can do a big one. And then we can now do a little bitty one. And they can go together and form some interest there of a flower, or you can curl them up, you can add more layers and make some little bitty flowers. Loving that, I am. So I often use those on top of boxes, and now I can make a smaller box and put a smaller one on top. How cool's that? Love this set. It's nice to have another daisy. I love that. So yeah, that is what I am probably the most excited about. Me punch. I'm actually just going to put it straight on my punch storage. Put it away. Don't put it down. Put it away. So that's that, which I'm loving. So then let's look at some papers. So we've got some stacks. So I've got the neutrals, the regals, and I've got last year's in colours, and then I'm getting the other three as well. So let me show the regals, because that includes my absolute favourite Blackberry Bliss. So let's open this packet. They're all the same patterns. But let's get the Blackberry Bliss one. Yeah, that's what's brilliant. Yeah, lovely colours in there. So So each of the papers, you've got two of each style. So these are like nice squiggles, and these are diamonds. And then on the other side there, we got a bit of gingham. Now I was really sad to see Gingham Gala go, so we have actually got some gingham. And this side, the other side of this, I'm really excited about. Look, script. How gorgeous. What does it say? I can't really read it, but there you go. How lovely is that? I think it says cute, share, so I don't know. I'm really rubbish at reading handwriting. I was a nurse and for 20 years, and it's true what they say about doctors' handwriting. So yeah, I was a psychiatric nurse, and when they were doing examinations, if there was no abnormalities detected, then they'd write NAD, and I used to read that as mad. And I used to sit there and think, you can't write that in a patient's note. You have to be a bit more specific with your diagnosis. You can't just say mad. Yeah, that was in my first year of training. I kept getting reminded of that, unsurprisingly. So, yeah, quite like these. So, yeah, so there's one set for each colour family and one each for the in colours. So they're lovely. Now my room is smelling beautifully of DSP. Smells gorgeous. I'm a bit sad like that. I like to sniff my paper. So what other papers have I got? Oh, this one's Bird Ballad. Oh. Now, I don't really much go for the birds, but I do like the other elements. So let's have a look. I like to, so we got that one. Cute. Got stamps that match this, and I quite like that. So for me, I'm probably going to use that sort of plainer side than that side. Okay, let's get the next one out, and just rather than get them all out. So more birds. You could fussy cut those if you're into birds. To be fair, my other half's into birds, so actually he might appreciate that. And love that. Love these subtle colours. What colours have we got? We've got basic black, basic grey, Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, Soft Suede and Whisper White. Oodles of colours in there. So then I quite like that. Don't mind that. I can see myself using florals. And that's... Oh, we got keys. Oh, they're cute. That'd be quite nice for scrapbooking. Quite like that. Then we've got, and then we've got feathers. Yeah, don't mind that. I think that's quite cute. We had feathers in the Shelley paper pumpkin, so that would marry up with that quite nicely, wouldn't it? 'Cause I think there were some vellum feathers in that. And then we've got some bird cages. Yeah, that side's not doing it for me. It's a good job the feathers is, isn't it? Then... Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I can see myself using that. That's really pretty. That side, birds. Yeah, maybe not. So it's a good job I like that side, isn't it? So I'm stuffed if I don't like either side, really. But then that becomes a practice sheet if I don't like either side. And I very rarely don't like either side. That's quite nice. I'd probably hone in on the sections that don't have birds, but it's quite nice. And then... that side, I'm not actually a fan of yellow, but yeah, so that's okay. So that is the 6 sheets in the Bird Ballad. So you get two sheets of each 12 by 12. So they're quite cute. Stamp set to go with that. Well, it's a whole bundle actually. Let me have a little whole suite. Let me get the catalogue out. So in the catalogue, what you've got in the catalogue, you've got this sort of bundle index right at the beginning. So there'll be a Bird Ballad bundle. Cool, that's almost a tongue twister, isn't it? Because there is a stamp set. There it is. Free as a Bird bundle. So page 91. So if we go along now to page 91, you've got the Bird Ballad suite. So you've got a stamp set and you've got these lovely stitched dies do that. This is lovely. I'll show you. That's on my wish list. Not the stamp set particularly, but that is. You've got the DSP. You've got some laser cut cards and a tin. That one there. Love tins. Sad like that. And then we've got some lacy ribbon. Oh, you've got that. So, got this lacy ribbon there. Not really visible behind there, is it? Let's get that bit of cardstock back in. So yeah, quite sweet. We've got some Ballad trinkets as well. Don't have any of those to show. I thought I did actually. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, and then when you turn over, you've got there. That's the stamp set there. That you can see a bit better there. And the papers are all up there. They made the papers a little bit bigger to be visible. So yeah, some quite nice things. I say, not really my cup of tea. So that's that paper. So that is all I ordered. I was really restrained, but that's because I'd already got things in my pre-order. So this is Come Sail Away. So people were really excited with Come Sail Away on stage. Here it is, the Sailing Home Bundle. It comes with a stamp set and a die set, page 145. And people were like, oh, I love it, love it, love it. I'm afraid, don't float my boat. Pardon the pun, but it doesn't. But it's got some twine there, which I quite like. Some baker's twine. That's in Night of Navy and Sahara Sand. Quite like that. That's quite cute. Nice for mail cards. Got a couple of those. I'm not quite sure where I put them. There, that's where I've put them. So yeah, so we've got some anchors and wheels there, which are quite good. Quite like that. You could make that into earrings if you were so inclined. But I say, although I don't much care for lighthouses and sailboats, I do like half the paper. So yeah, that's it. But this be lovely. This appeals to me on as a scrapbooker. I think this is really good. I love the stripes. I can see myself making lots of mail cards with these stripes. We've got Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Soft Suede and Whisper White. Now these, I mean, I love this for mail cards. I've got 2 sons and their dad, so I have 3 men in my house, in my family, not in my house anymore. The boys have moved out, so I do need a lot of mail cards, and I do scrapbook, and I particularly do travel scrapbook. It's a scrapbook on my holidays, so that is cool for that. And then on the other side we've got, well, knots. I'm not quite sure what I'd do with that, but it's okay because I like the other side. I do love that, so I like both sides of this. That really appeals to me. I think that's gorgeous. That won't be used, but that will. That won't be used, but that will. That might be used. God, I feel like I'm in the jungle. You know, Matt Damon, you might be unsafe. Whatever. Can you imagine Matt Damon going in the jungle? Yeah, that would cost him a pretty penny, wouldn't it? Yeah, love that. Maybe use that in scrapbook, and would use this in scrapbook probably of a travel scrapbook. That would look lovely, and I likewise that. So I'd be arguing with myself as which page to do of that one. What's the next papers I've got? Next papers we've got is the Magnolia Lane. Now this is also part of a suite. Let's have a look. It comes with a stamp set and a die set. So Good Morning Magnolia. People have been, this is like all over the internet, this one. Page 37. So there, I do like the Memories and More cards. I'm going to, that would be lovely for a wedding, or if you were going to one of those, it would be beautiful. Some lovely images. It is growing on me the more I see it. And these, if you see the ones that are sort of solid behind, then we've got dies that match all of those, and there's some beautiful colouring in going on that people are doing with their blends, and it really does lend itself to using blends, because magnolias have that sort of variegated sort of colour. But look at that, that's gorgeous, and people are making these lovely flowers. So yeah, there is quite a lot to it. But I've just got the paper, so let's have a look at the paper. So I quite like florals. I like florals more than I thought, actually. I used to think, well, I'm not really a flowery person, but actually when it comes to making things with paper, I have started really liking it. And look at that side, that's really lovely. And this colouring, as you can see, you can do that with blends. That's lovely, and some people fussy cut this out. I don't fussy cut. Love that as well. I do love that shade of pink. I'm not a pink person, but look at that. How lovely is that? And so, some people are doing this sort of love it and chop it, and sort of just using that as a base for a card with a sentiment. It's gorgeous. Really like that. That appeals to me, and that's lovely. So I'm actually surprised myself how much I liked both sides of this paper. A bit like Petal Promenade. I didn't think I was going to like that, and then I got it, and it turned into be one of my favourite packs of the whole catalogue. So love that. And what's really nice is some of them go really well together, and if you're scrapbooking, sort of mixing these pages together would look lovely on a scrapbook page. And then you've got darker ones that would equally work well together as well. Match that up with those stripes, and that's just lovely. Can see that happening. So I really need to make time for scrapbooking. So that's Magnolia Lane. Oh, do you know, I haven't even opened this packet. I don't know how I resisted, because I had seen the whole packet before. But this is my favourite paper. Just look at that. This is the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, and it's Monet is my favourite Impressionist artist. And when I went to Paris, the last time I went to Paris, and my great niece took us around Paris, our whole itinerary was based on one episode of Gossip Girls, which at the time I'd never seen. I've seen them all now, and I'm like, really? We went to all those places based on that one episode? It didn't really even showcase Paris that much. But thankfully, the Musée d'Orsay was in it, and that has got so many Impressionists, and I thought I'd died and gone to heaven when I went in there and could see full-size Monets. It was just amazing. I loved it. But that's beautiful. I've got the whole pack. I am going to probably frame 12 by 12 frames and frame this in my craft room and do nothing else with it, and then play with the other pages, and then probably buy another packet. And yeah, because they are just stunning. So we've got just absolutely beautiful. Some people don't like it, but I just don't understand how you can not like this paper. It's lovely. Prefer these two to that one, but still like that one. And then move it on down. Look at that. It's just, oh, love it. I'm going to have to be making things to keep and not give away with this paper. But, you know, put those in a frame on my wall. Oh, turn my happy place into an even happier place. And then we've got that lighter one there. So that is our 6 sheets. They are just stunning. So we've got 2 lighter ones, and then these darker ones. just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then let's have a look and see what's on the other side. Not that there's much chance of me using the other side, but maybe. Oh, and that's not my favourite, so I'd use that side. Love that. That's really nice as well. That's the other side of that, like that. Very nice plains, beautiful. How beautiful is that? It's on the other side of that one. But I love that. Reminds me of some tie-dye I used to wear. Really like that. And that's quite sweet as well. So there isn't a sheet in there I don't like. That is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There is a stamp set and a punch that goes with this, which I don't have. I won a team challenge, and it was one of 3 bundles that you got, and I was really hoping that I got that bundle, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to buy it. But I don't mind buying it because I was going to buy it anyway. There it is. Florescence Bundles. You get a stamp set and a punch. Let's go to 107. Look at that. So that's what they've done. They've just framed it. That's what I'm going to do. It's just lovely. And yeah, and you've got this lovely flower punch, so you can stamp it. So there's a stamp, and you've got this little element here on the stamp, and you stamp that, and then you punch it out, and then you layer it up. But these are also beautiful, lovely for colouring. And yeah, and you build it up and make these lovely flowers. And there's vellum that goes with this as well, and so those are stamped on vellum, so that's just gorge. Really like that. I haven't gone too mad with my ordering because I am going on a 2-week residential with work, and back working days for 2 weeks, and then I'm off on holiday for 2.5 weeks, so I haven't got time to play with it, so I didn't bother ordering too much. This is Follow Your Art. Love Follow Your Art. So you've got 6 sheets that are very sort of stationery based, and glue and buttons, and I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love the colours. This, just stunning. And then the other side, you've got lovely, lovely patterns on the other side. So again, I like both sides of this paper. How gorgeous. I like that with the scissors. It's so cute. Least favourite because it's yellow. And I love that. So these are lovely, lovely papers as well. And that comes in a suite. And there's a stamp set, and I got this on stage, and then in my pre-order I bought the arts and crafts dies that come with it, and I love the fact you can cut these pens out, and they actually cut them out so you make them all separate. Love that. All these little buttons, that cuts out that, and it's like a bobbin. You can cut out your re-inkers, and I've been making storage, and so I can see I'm going to make some re-inker storage, and I can use that, and then I can colour it with the colour of the re-inker. How cool. Bulldog clips, paper clip, paper clip, and these I love. This is just gorgeous. Little preview there. Look, I've used it on the handle. Anyway, and this is today's video that's come out. I haven't knocked those out, and I just used this as a border on my post-it notes that I made. Got some ideas for this border. Haven't used it yet, but the idea's in my head and it's coming out later. So yeah, so that's really cool. And then my last paper that I've got, I think I've shown you this before. So this is Mosaic Mood. So you've got the speciality side that's got little sheens in it. So this smells divine. Speciality, so it's slightly thicker and it's got that lovely element in it. Love this. Lots of people have fussy cut these little elements and use them. You can just touch it. Touch it, touch it, touch it. It's lovely. And then on the other side, similar sort of patterns, but they haven't got that extra element in. And again, I say, people have fussy cut these out, and use them on cards and scrapbooking pages. This comes with a suite, and you've got a stamp set and this lovely label punch as well that cuts that out actually. So lots of these sort of mosaic elements, and they kind of match what's in the papers. So that's really nice. And what else have I got to show you? Oh, this was the other stamp set that we got on stage, and it's got a coordinating tag. So we've got another tag that we can use with to make a tag topper, to make tags and handbags and stuff out of. Let's find it here. There. So that's the new tag topper. So I'm quite excited about using that. If we go to page 34, you can see a little bit better how the top looks. So that's quite cool. Quite looking forward to using that. And then the other thing is, of course, the ink colours. So the last thing, do you know, lives go on forever, don't they? So these are the new ink colours. I've got the cardstock so we can see it easily. So that is terracotta tile and the cardstock, and then we've got the purple posy. How cute's that? They've had quality issues with the inks, so they may be slower. You may have to wait for this a bit. You can't order it at the moment because there's been quality issues. Some of us were lucky enough to get it in our pre-order, those of us that attended on stage, but I need to test mine actually to see if there's anything wrong with it. If there is, they will replace it. Love this. Pretty peacock. How gorgeous is that? Love it. I think that might be my favourite, despite there being purple in here. Then we've got Rococo Rose. And then finally we've got this Seaside Spray. So those are our ink colours. And if you look at last year's ink colours, they do because I thought these were quite muted and last year's are quite bright, but they kind of work fairly well together. Quite like that. So let's go. Almost a rainbow. How lovely. So that's it. That's all my stuff. So hope you enjoyed that. I am now going to finish up and start creating. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Don't know if that's Jill. I can see you're watching. Is that bright enough? So if you want to just comment, then I'll kind of know, won't I? Give me a thumbs up. Waiting. Okay, I think that looks all right. Oh, actually, it's probably me watching, isn't it? Oh, because I'm watching. So it's me. I forgot about that. Oh dear. Oh, what a wally. Anyway, I'm going going to see what things look like on screen. So there's the catalogue. So this is the Come Sail Away paper. Now, lots of people are really excited about having this nautical paper. Doesn't really float my boat. I can't believe I said that. Float my boat. Oh dear, at least I find myself funny anyway.